Ladies and gents, buckle up. I think my cam is bigger than yours, sir. What's up, guys? We're back out on the H2, and it's a freaking gorgeous day out today. I mean, it's like 72, 73 degrees. This is probably one of the nicest days that we've had here in Ohio yet. And I wanted to get out on the H2 because I'm super stoked. I've got great news. So you guys know how I was talking in the other video that it'd be sweet if I just had a stock wheelbase H2 to go along with my stretched and crazy H2, because obviously if you've got a crazy H2, the best thing to have next to it would be a little bit less crazy H2. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I think I just secured a 2019 Ninja H2 Carbon with only it's only got 200 miles on it, so it's basically new, but I'm gonna have to have it shipped to me from California. I mean, I'm getting the bike for $28,000, which is $5 below MSRP on these bikes. I was fine buying a brand new one because, to be honest with you guys, I was gonna trade the Tuono on one just because these bikes are so expensive, but I couldn't find one. I mean, I called probably 12 or 13 dealers, and nobody has one. Nobody has a new H2. Nobody has a used H2 within like 10 hours of me. And I saw this one on the H2 pages posted up for sale, and I was like, man, freaking 200 miles. This bike's basically new. I'll just pay to have it shipped to me. I mean, a huge savings. It's unmolested, 100% bone stock. And I believe I'm just gonna buy it and do like pipe and tune, and that's pretty much it power wise, because this bike is so fun just pipe and tune stock wheelbase. You know, I may do wings on it too and stuff like that, but who wouldn't, you know? I don't know, I might get froggy with it. I may try first gear. I have not hit it in first gear on this bike yet. To be honest with you, I'm kind of scared to hit it in first. First pull of the day. Oh man, she was definitely wanting to come up there. This bike just puts the biggest smile on your face anytime you ride it. Like, it's so over the top, absolutely ridiculous fast. First pull of the day, you know, a little roll-in guy. We can't go full crazy first pull of the day. I think this C6 Corvette up here was kind of wanting to play around. It sounds cam. He may have 100 horsepower on me, maybe 200. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about. Like, I'm literally riding a bike that most people would consider to be a good amount of horsepower in a car. Like, 300 wheel horsepower is kind of like getting into a quick sports car territory. I'm just like, nah, throw it in my motorcycle, bro. Throw it in the bike. And then I had the grand idea. I'm like, you know what? Let's see what happens when we put double the amount of horsepower that the H2 has in a Busa. So my garage is quite literally going to be 300 wheel horsepower H2, stock wheelbase pipe and tune, like 240 wheel horsepower H2. And then it's gonna be 600 wheel horsepower Busa and a Tuono. Look at that rally car. Bro, that thing is caged and everything. Rocket. Oh, you want me to show you a rocket, buddy? I kind of dig it. Like, caged, full-blown race car. The Tweety Birds. The other bike, so the other H2 is definitely going to get a Van Diemen. I'm gonna probably do a polished Van Diemen on that one, sprint filter, and then tune, and that's all that the power mods are gonna be. Definitely, man, I think I'm gonna do like carbon fiber upper and lower wings, and that's it, carbon fiber on that bike, because it's a carbon edition bike. But like I was trying to tell you guys, I mean, I literally could not find one anywhere. Like nobody has an H2 for sale, and everybody was like, yeah, if you want to order one now, we'll get one for you next year. I'm like, yeah, that's what I want to do. Order it now for next year. Do you know how freaking impatient I am? That is absolutely not going to happen. So this thing does have like a little bit of choppy air-fuel ratio down low that I'm gonna have to, like right there, I'm gonna have to get it cleaned up. Travis tuned it in Tennessee and I brought it up here, and it seems like the AFR is a little bit off down low. It's just giving me some weird stuff happening. You know, it's just chopping between like 3,000 and 4,000 a little hard. I think my cam is bigger than yours, sir. It's like on this bike, just partial throttle is more than wide open throttle on like most ridiculously fast 200 horsepower liter bikes. It's just like half throttle, 8,000 RPMs. Yeah, so unfortunately, because that bike is being shipped to me from California, I don't know when I'm going to get it. It may be upwards of 6 weeks. I don't know. I've had 2 bikes shipped to me before. One of them I got in like a week, not even a week, I think like 5 days. That was the first H2 I ever bought. And then when I shipped my bike down to Florida for Travis to do the turbo kit on, it took like 6 weeks to get to him. Like from the time I made the call to the time the bike was picked up and dropped off. It was about 6 weeks. And speaking of which, Travis is making good headway on the turbo kit. It's getting pretty close to being done, and then I'm going to set up to have that shipped over to Rob at Boosted Cycle. He's already got a bunch of parts rolling in. He's got another motor sitting there for my Busa that he's going to be building, so that when my bike arrives, it's pretty much ready to roll. Just swap the motors and start tuning, essentially. I mean, obviously there's a little bit more to it, but you know what I mean. So it's ready to roll when he gets it. Ladies and gents, buckle up. She was coming up on me a little hard in second. I had to short shift it. Nothing brings me more pleasure than an absolutely violent bike. I don't know how you could be sad on one of these bikes, ever. I mean, this thing is so over the top. You get so much tunnel vision with this bike. So much stuff is happening all at once. Such a long bike. Am I gonna make it? Yes. Yes, I am. U-turns on stretched bikes. Fun. Fun, fun. But yeah, I need to order another draggy to do some testing with this thing. I really want to see if it'll do a sub 3 second 60 to 130 time. I mean, I'm sure that I'm right there if it doesn't, but I'm pretty sure it'll do like high 2s, 60 to 130 now. I kind of let up on that pull a little bit because that car hit its brakes really hard. I didn't know if he was going to come over. So, you know, little baby pulls. Baby pull. I mean, I can't blame him. This bike is scary loud when you get passed by it. It's scary. Like, when you're sitting in a car and an H2 comes by full blast, it's so loud. It's so loud. Why don't you guys comment down below and let me know what mods you think I should do to the other H2 that's coming. I know for a fact I'm doing exhaust and a filter and tune. Probably going to do the wings on it. I'm not 100% sure. It is a carbon edition, so the nose is already carbon fiber, so it'll look really good with the wings. But let me know what you guys think I should put on that bike. What I should do special on it, because that bike is more of a rare bike being a carbon edition. So I don't want to go way over the top like this one. Like, I already have this one that's ridiculous. So I need like subtle but good looking mods on it. Let me know what you guys think. That's another bike I really considered was a supermoto. Like, I kind of want just a supermoto to hooligan around on. A KTM, like 690, 500 EXC would be sweet too, but it's just a little bit more maintenance intervals. Like, I think oil changes and stuff on those bikes are every 500 miles or something silly like that, whereas the 690 is like pretty much every 3,000 miles like a regular motorcycle. It's just the 690 is a little bit taller and heavier of a bike, so it's not a true supermoto, but it's pretty close. I really dig those bikes. If I'd stopped buying so many freaking H2s and Busas, I could probably afford one of them. There's supposed to be a big meet happening next week in North Carolina, and there's going to be a lot of H2s and stuff there. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it or not. It really just depends on if I can swing it with work and everything, and I'm not 100% sure I can. It would be sweet being able to run some other 300 horsepower H2s just to see where I stack up with them. I mean, some of those H2s are like even 20-30 horsepower more than this one. The guys that have the CMP cams, those add like, I think 15 to 20 wheel horsepower over this, and then plus race gas, which I assume at the meet they probably wouldn't be running race gas, but you can make like mid 300s on this thing if you do CMP cams and race gas. I definitely need new brake rotors. They are warped. I wonder why. It's not even like I'm slowing down from frickin' 200 or anything. You know, it's kind of funny, like, before I got on the bike, I was kind of like dragging, you know, like thinking, man, I need an energy drink, you know, something to wake me up a little bit. I've been going all day, yada, yada, yada. I get on the H2 and it's like, I can't even blink. My eyes are stuck wide open. It's so good. It's so good. This is the most powerful drug. Adrenaline. Adrenaline, boys. Is that guy towing a trailer? I like your style. Well, guys, the new clutch is definitely holding, which is primo new. I'm gonna have to get out and do some testing because it's still like trying to lift hard on me in second. I'm having to short shift second gear or not go all the way in it, and this bike's freaking 6 inches over. And second gear, where it's trying to lift on me, is like well over 100 miles an hour. It's trying to come up. I couldn't imagine riding one of these with stock wheelbase and this much power. Like, I've had some people comment like, the stretch looks hideous, take the stretch off, go back to stock wheelbase, and I'm like, I don't think you guys understand how stupid this bike is. If this had stock wheelbase, it would literally be doing 190 and 200 mile an hour power wheelies. Freaking power wheelies. Like, it would stand up on you in 5th gear. Pipe and tune on one of these bikes, like 230, 240 wheel horsepower, is the absolute limit of stock wheelbase in my opinion, unless you have a really good traction control system or something. I haven't ridden the new ones yet. I don't know how well the wheelie control works on those. I personally like riding with no wheelie control, but even just pipe and tune, this bike was power wheeling in 4th gear. Freaking 4th gear on me before I stretched it. Well, guys, let me know what you thought of those hits. Give me some ideas on the new H2 coming. I know I'm stoked. The garage is gonna be decked. I mean, 2 H2s, turbo Busa, Aprilia Tuono. I'm doing it for you guys. I'm going all in on the channel. Let me know what you think about the news of a second H2 coming to the channel being stock wheelbase. As always, like and subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Till next time.